High above a glowing meadow painted in golden sunlight, Bella the bee buzzed through the air with tired wings. Every day felt the same: wake up with the sunrise, collect nectar, return to the hive, and repeat. The hum of the hive was filled with busy bees working in perfect rhythm, but Bella's heart buzzed with something different: restlessness. She looked around and saw a world full of color and beauty. Butterflies floated gracefully from flower to flower, their wings glowing with patterns of blue, orange, and purple. Birds sang cheerful songs from the trees. Even the wind seemed to dance for them. But for Bella, her life was rules, work, and endless orders. One morning, while resting on a bright yellow sunflower, Bella whispered to herself, "Why was I born a bee? Everyone adores the butterflies, they're free, colorful, and admired. And me, I just work all day. No one even notices." Her eyes followed a group of butterflies gliding in circles under the sunlight. Their wings shimmered like glass, and their laughter, if bees could hear laughter, seemed to echo through the air. Envy filled Bella's heart like a drop of poison in honey. "I wish I could live like them," she thought. "Flying wherever I want, not trapped by hive duties." But she didn't realize that the butterflies had their own struggles hidden behind those beautiful wings. As the day went on, the blue sky began to darken. Gray clouds rolled in, and thunder grumbled in the distance. The butterflies, too lost in their joy, didn't notice. Bella, curious and longing to feel what they felt, decided to follow them. Maybe if she joined them, she could finally experience true freedom. But freedom, as she was about to learn, wasn't as easy as it looked. The wind picked up speed, swirling wildly through the meadow. Raindrops the size of pearls began to fall. The butterflies tried to keep flying, but their delicate wings trembled under the storm. One by one, they were tossed and tumbled through the air. Bella fought against the wind with all her strength. Her wings, though small and plain, were strong. She spotted a blue butterfly struggling and, without thinking, darted toward her. "Hold on," Bella shouted as she guided the trembling butterfly toward the safety of a large leaf. Together, they clung to it as rain poured around them. Hours passed, and when the storm finally quieted, Bella looked at the exhausted butterfly beside her. In that silent, storm-soaked moment, something shifted inside her. Maybe being a bee wasn't such a curse after all. Her wings weren't colorful, but they were powerful. She wasn't delicate, but she was strong. And for the first time, Bella began to wonder, what if her worth wasn't in her wings, but in what she could do with them? The next morning, as golden rays stretched across the damp meadow, Bella opened her tiny eyes. Raindrops clung to every petal, glistening like jewels. The air was heavy with silence, no buzzing, no fluttering, just the quiet aftermath of the storm. Bella glanced beside her. The blue butterfly she had saved lay weakly on a leaf, her wings drooping and soaked. Bella nudged her gently. "Are you okay?" she asked. The butterfly gave a faint smile. "I think so. I didn't know storms could be so cruel. We thought we were free, but when the wind came, we had nowhere to go." Bella felt a spark of empathy. "You're safe now. My hive isn't far. Maybe I can help you find some nectar." She guided the butterfly, whose name she soon learned was Lyra, toward a nearby patch of flowers that had survived the storm. Bella used her sharp instincts to find nectar deep inside, something butterflies often struggled to do. With patience, she showed Lyra how to reach it. Lyra looked at Bella with grateful eyes. "You bees are incredible. We spend our days dancing in the sun, but when life gets hard, we have no idea how to survive. You build, you protect, you work together. That's real strength." Those words sank deep into Bella's heart. Real strength. She had spent so long wishing to be like someone else that she had forgotten what made her special. But her reflection time was short. When she returned to her hive, her heart dropped. The storm had struck there too. Parts of the honeycomb were broken, nectar supplies ruined, and many bees looked weak and worried. The queen bee was trying to calm everyone, but fear buzzed louder than her voice. Without hesitation, Bella flew to the center of the hive. "Everyone listen," she shouted. "We can fix this. We've done harder things before. The flowers are still out there. We just need to work together." The other bees turned toward her. Bella had never spoken up like this before. But her voice, steady and confident, carried power. Some flowers are gone, she continued, but others are still standing. I've seen them. We'll gather what's left, rebuild our combs, and make the hive even stronger than before. At first, there was hesitation. But then, one by one, the bees nodded. Encouraged by her determination, they spread their wings and followed her lead. For hours, Bella guided her sisters through the wet fields, helping them find the best flowers, teaching them to protect what they had left. She remembered how she had saved Lyra in the storm, how courage had replaced envy, and that same courage now burned brighter than ever. By sunset, the hive was buzzing again. Honeycombs shimmered with fresh nectar, and laughter echoed through the chambers. Exhausted but proud, Bella stood near the entrance, watching the orange sky fade. She finally understood something profound. Her wings were made not for comparison, but for contribution. That night, as the stars lit up the sky, Bella looked at her reflection in a droplet of honey. Her wings might not shine like the butterflies, but they had carried her through the storm, and that was a beauty far deeper than color. Days passed, and the meadow slowly bloomed again, painted in soft hues of yellow, pink, and lavender. The storm was gone, but its memory remained, a reminder of how fragile beauty could be and how strength often grew in silence. Bella now flew through the fields with a new energy. Every buzz of her wings carried pride, not envy. Every drop of nectar she collected felt like a victory. The hive had become stronger than ever. Bees worked in rhythm, inspired by Bella's courage and leadership. The queen noticed how Bella's voice brought hope, and how her actions reminded everyone that even the smallest wings could carry the heaviest burdens. One golden afternoon, as Bella gathered nectar from the far edge of the meadow, a familiar flutter caught her eye. The butterflies had returned, bright, graceful, and alive. Among them was Lyra, her blue wings shining in the sunlight once more. Lyra fluttered down beside Bella. "I've been looking for you," she said warmly. "You saved me that night. And you saved yourself too." Bella smiled shyly. "I guess I did what any bee would do." Lyra shook her wings. "No, Bella, you did what a true leader does. You saw beyond envy and found purpose." Her words touched Bella deeply. The butterfly continued, "We used to believe that beauty was our strength. But when the storm came, your wings, small and strong, were the ones that endured. You taught me that strength isn't about how we look, it's about what we give to the world." Bella's eyes softened. "And you taught me something too," she replied. "That freedom isn't about doing whatever we want. It's about flying with purpose." From that day on, Bella carried those words in her heart like honey stored in a golden cell. She worked not because she had to, but because she wanted to. Every flight, every drop of nectar, every buzz meant something now. Soon, stories of Bella's bravery spread throughout the meadow. Young bees looked up to her, and whenever one sighed, saying, "I wish I were a butterfly," Bella would smile and tell them, "Butterflies may dance in the sunlight, but bees build the future. Don't envy wings that shine, use yours to make the world bloom." The hive began to thrive like never before. Flowers flourished under their care, and even the butterflies often visited to learn from the bees. Unity. The meadow, once divided by envy and difference, now lived in harmony. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Bella sat on her favorite sunflower and looked out at the field. Fireflies blinked like tiny stars around her. A gentle breeze brushed her face, and she felt peace, a kind she had never known before. She whispered to herself, "I don't need to be like anyone else. I just need to be the best version of me." And with that, Bella spread her small, strong wings and soared into the golden sky, glowing with purpose, strength, and freedom. Studio microphone closing YouTube line. So, the next time you find yourself comparing your wings to someone else's, remember Bella's story. True beauty lies not in being noticed, but in being needed. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales that remind us all, every small creature can make a big difference.